This has got to be the weirdest flying machine ever thought of. It's bugging out. The propeller blades are glitching. But this is the concept of the helicopter train. And it's similar to a Chinook helicopter. It was a Chinook helicopter had a big chassis endoskeleton, like a big flying bus with two helicopter rotor blades on each end of the bus. You know, but this is like 20 Chinooks all put together in one big long train helicopter, and it could almost like make a like roll around in a circle like that. The world's longest. So this game is pretty accurate with its physics of aviation and such. I haven't modified all the controls for this yet. I have to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with this helicopter train, and what would it be? Well, okay, a flying train. You can lift a lot of weight with helicopters. You can lift a caboose with a helicopter engine. It needs to be very powerful. You need a big engine, but it does work. So you can't do this with a typical wing, putting a whole bunch of wings in a line like that, because it you need to displace the surface area of the wind flow. So helicopter, this kind of works as a gyrocopter. Helicopters work as a type of gyrocopter as well, and helicopters can fly. You need a lot of forward momentum to kind of glide a helicopter. It's really not a good idea. I really don't like helicopters. If they're, but because if anything goes wrong with a helicopter, if any part of the traditional helicopters go wrong, you're in big trouble. If anything goes wrong with your helicopter, but this is like 20 helicopters, all kind of connected, so it's redundant. So it might be safer than helicopters. It's funny how this helicopter's making the game glitch. The helicopter rotors aren't okay. Anyways, so the reason why this wouldn't work with the aircraft wing, so it's similar to a linear drone. Instead of a square-shaped drone helicopter props, it's one big line. So And so, yeah, the airflow, when it's going forward, the airflow, the propeller props are pushing the air downward. So the airflow flowing over it when it's flying straight is being pushed downwards. And you can't do that with wings because it needs, you need to displace the airflow. It's a kind of thrust vector effect that's taking all the airflow across the entire helicopter and pushing it downwards. So, yeah, you can't do something like this with a whole bunch of wings in a line, but you could do something like that. I could see how something like that would work with a whole bunch of propeller helicopter rotors, because it's each part of the helicopter is thrust vectoring the airflow downwards. It's pushing the airward downwards. So you probably could get a lot of lift with something like this. I'm going to test this out. It's glitching the game. It's like, what the hell is this thing? And it's making the propeller rotors like kind of all glitch out there. And it wobbles like a spring, boing, 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 a flying spring. That is such a wild aviation concept. But yeah, there are helicopters that can lift a train caboose. I think they got them like you attach them on and off. And I don't see why this wouldn't work. A flying train. We don't need train tracks anymore. Alright, that's crazy. I like it. Okay. That's about all for right now with the flying train helicopter concept. I'm going to be playing around with this and think about what am I going to do with something like that. Maybe even like double stacked. Like, okay. Very interesting aviation concept. I need to work on I'm trying to fly this thing and record this video at the same time, so I can't really. I haven't put the, it needs forward momentum, for like thrust vector forward, jet engines and stuff to push it straight through the air. I haven't done that yet. I'm just kind of this very basic, simple concept as it is right now. Pretty crazy. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.